Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another Plan With Me video. I hope you have been staying safe, staying healthy, and staying home. So let's get started. Today I am using a Uni Kurutoga mechanical pencil in 0.5 and a Sakura foam arch eraser. It's very small now. Two Pigma microns, and that's in the 01 and 03, I think. Some random stamp, like a date stamp, and some random stamp pad ink. And these three Daiso soft marking pens that are like fake matte liners. They're also a lot cheaper. That's a fun tip for you. Also, I'm using a Tsuki bullet journal, and yeah. Oh yeah, it's A5 size. And let's just get started. So this is the current week. I'm uploading this on like Thursday, so this is this week's spread. I'm using it right now. So I filmed this like a couple of days ago. Right now I am using my Pigma Micron to fill in or to draw out some spaces. So these will be either blocks for each day of the week or my weekly overview and to-do list. You'll see. So this is a snail mail theme. So like the blue and red diagonal stripes, classic airmail. I found out that a lot of people I know, at least, have not mailed a letter in a very long time. Like, the only reason I go to like the post office very often is because I have to like mail out my stickers for my Etsy shop. Oh yeah, check out my Etsy shop. But lots of like the everyday person does not go to the post office that much anymore because most of our things are by like email now. Like most things are electronic except for like postcards and like cards you send to friends, I guess, as well as like shopping. But other than that, it's like most things are done by email. But yeah, so I'm just starting out by blocking off a little bit of each day. Some of these will be like postcards, like small postcards, an envelope, and then a couple just like assorted note paper kind of things. And of course I'm doing the header with my classic bubble lettering and a few decorative things behind it, like some envelopes and some postcards, some stamps. Drawing stamps is actually kind of hard because you have to get that serrated, not really serrated, but like the special edge on the side. So yeah, hope you guys have been doing well. My online classes just started this week and they are brutal. Like I'm only taking one class because it's a summer term, and most of the time like it's recommended that you only take 1 or 2 classes because it's a 6-week class instead of 12 weeks. So they've compressed all of the material into half the time. So it's a lot like faster paced and it's a lot more like rigorous, I guess. But like online lectures are really hard. So I can definitely see why a lot of people are struggling with summer classes right now. So if you're taking summer classes, keep working hard. I am also suffering with you and just push through it. I also found that it's a lot better to like make a separate space for studying. So like if you're going to school, make school like with quotation marks, like your kitchen table or something. Separate it from your bed. Don't go to class in your bed. That's the worst thing you can do unless you really have nowhere else to be, because then you will like have the urge to just chill out, because like my bed is like my chill out space where I go to sleep or I go on my phone. But like don't do work in your bed. Seriously, don't. Okay, what did I miss? Yeah, I am turning this box into a postcard. So I drew a stamp. I drew like the little, when they stamp your mail to like say that the postage stamp has been used, so they put those squiggly lines on it. Now I'm also using the red, like the thin side of the red marker to make the red diagonal stripes that you see on like traditional looking airmail. I honestly haven't seen a letter that looks like that in real life, but I see it all the time when I Google what does snail mail look like and stuff like that. But I also just really like this stripe. So this is like a fake washi tape kind of thing. Honestly, if you just draw a repeating pattern in like a tape kind of shape, you get washi tape. Like it looks like washi tape. So yeah, fun tip for you guys. What was I saying about online school? Yeah, yesterday my prof she talked for like 2.5 hours. We were only supposed to have a 1 hour lecture, and then the rest of the lecture would be broken into like recorded videos. But then she's like, you know what, let's just keep going. And it was a 2.5 hour long session. I had to tune out at like the 1.5 hour mark because I just couldn't sit there for that long staring at the screen. So I was like, you know what, I will just take a break, watch the recording later. And I mean, that's an option too. Hopefully you guys get recorded lectures. I'm pretty lucky that my prof does that. I know some profs are like insistent that they just do live only or recorded only, but I like that I have like the option for both, because then I get to ask questions live over like chat and stuff. I'm adding in some pops of color with the blue marker and then the red marker on these two boxes, just because I didn't want them to all look like postcards, and it was just a really simple way to like jazz it up, I guess. Yeah. Also adding a drop shadow on the postcard, and yeah. Well, like now that I'm using my spread, you guys don't see it filled in, although you could see it like partially filled in on my Instagram. But like now that I'm using it, I definitely should be more smart about portioning my days like to be the same amount of space. For example, the top left corner, that's like not anywhere near enough space for like one day for me. So yeah, I'm using this date stamp that I got off AliExpress to just put in the days. I don't use the stamp very often, but it's because the ink I use I don't like that much. It smudges too easily, so you have to let it dry, and you can't like highlight over it, which I learned like the hard way. But yeah, a date stamp is really like fun way to get like a certain kind of look, like a vintage kind of look, because most of the time people don't use date stamps unless you're in like an office or something. I guess that would make sense. But yeah, you can find these at like pretty much, I'm pretty sure Daiso would sell these, but like I was making an AliExpress order, I saw it, it was like $1, so I bought it. Yeah, and it's really fun to like turn the little like knob so that the date changes. I don't know if that's kind of weird, but I find it pretty satisfying. So yeah, I'm just putting in the dates, and that would be the 16th, I think. Yeah, that should be the 16th. It's also like annoying sometimes when like the thing doesn't line up, like when the ink is like not evenly distributed, so when you press it down it's not like completely opaque. That's just kind of annoying sometimes. I'm using that last box on the right side to be a to-do list for the whole week, and then if you can see in the bottom left corner, I had a little week overview where I had a small box for each day just to write like events, because I have a lot of like, well, now I have class and I have like online tutorials like / labs. I also have like other meetings and stuff, so it's good to keep all your events in one place so you kind of know what's happening for each day. Next, I'm adding some color and detail to like my title area, so just adding a couple like shadows and like honestly, I'm not a big fan of the drop shadow that I put for May, but I can't really fix it right now because those kinds of details are hard to cover up unless you just cover up the whole thing. So I'll just live with it. It's not that bad, but if I were to do this again, I wouldn't have included the black drop shadow and just used the gray for shadows. I don't know, these are just small things that like you like only realize if you overthink, or you just like, if I stare at it long enough, I stop liking it. So just don't stare at it long enough, I guess. And yeah, just adding a few more details with the gray marker. I really love these gray highlighters. Like I would totally recommend getting one. Like they're just very versatile. You can use them for like coloring, regular highlighter stuff, or like it's really cool because you can like build up the color with these kinds of markers. So yeah, I'm adding some smaller doodles just to add like a little accent for each day with the 0.1 size of pigment micron, and then using that same one to write the names of the day of the week. Yeah, the day of the week under each box in cursive, which I rarely use. So yeah, that's about it for this spread. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please check out my YouTube, on Instagram, TikTok, Etsy, all at Lexi's desk. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay home, and yeah, bye.